My brother, when he got out of high school, my parents sent him 4 years to Eastern, and he got a Bachelor of Science degree. When I got out of school, well, at that time, I wasn't grown up enough that I could have left home to have gone to school anyway. But I couldn't do that. They had done without so much the time that they was sending him to school. And my dad had been laid off twice during cold slumps. And they just couldn't afford to send me. And he was always so proud of him because he worked for the state as a supervisor over the Job Corps, and he admired him. And I could just never do enough to make him proud of me. And finally he was. And I wanted him to be able to talk to me the way he had always been able to talk to my brother. They had shared things together as father and son. They'd gone hunting together and done so many things that you just don't do with a girl. So this was my chance to have my daddy be close to me. Am I ruining everything?
No, you need to have a good cry.
Doggone it, I'll kill you, Liz. I ain't done this in a long time.
It's okay with us.
Won't be a dry in the house.
I know.
What is it?
What do you need? Oh, I said go to get the tapes. Yeah. I think it's a great story. Just you work so hard and you succeed in it. It's wonderful. And now that he's coming to appreciate that.
So Dad now, he talks to me about my work. He seems interested. When I tell him new things about equipment, things they're doing now, he'll say, they didn't do things like that when I was working in the mines. He's been retired since '72, and things have changed a lot. Dad never worked on a section where there was a continuous miner. And I've tried to explain to him, what it was like. I'd give just anything if he could see it. But then it has gotten back to me that he has bragged about his daughter to other people. And that was just priceless to me. But,
what do Sean and Shad think about it? Have you all had a lot of talks about it?
In the very beginning, they were scared to death. Especially my little girl. When Shauna would beg to me, she said, Mommy, please don't go in the mines. It's dangerous there and you'll get killed. And I said, oh, Shauna, things aren't like they used to be. Mines are safer now than they used to be, and are getting safer all along. You don't have to worry about me. And to me, it was more dangerous the job I had before. 96,000 miles in a year out on the highway, and you know how dangerous highways are. To me, what I'm doing now is not nearly as dangerous as all that traveling 8 hours a day. And at least my children know where I'll be. Even if I'm underground, they can always, get me when they need me. So now they're proud of it, And Shauna went to school and has told her teacher, about what I do. And her teacher said, I just think that's great, Shauna, And especially when people say, she sure doesn't look like a coal miner. They have such a set picture in their head of what a traditional coal miner is supposed to look like. And they also think that any woman who would be a coal miner doesn't think very much of herself, which is not the case. Excuse me.
And Shad, he's understood it all along.
Oh, sure. Shad just thinks it's great. All that big machinery, it just thrills him to death. Hear me even talk about it. I would love, if there was any way in the world that I could do it, which there's not, but if I could, I'd love for them to see where I work. I'd love to take them underground. And if my daughter or son ever grew up someday and decided they wanted to do the same thing, I'd be very proud for them to be a coal miner.